Are you struggling with breastfeeding? In this video, I'm going to show you how you can make it easier with the right breast pump, find out which one is best for your needs, and how to use it effectively. 1. What are the benefits of using a breast pump? Breast pumps can make it easier to feed your baby by increasing milk production, allowing you to store milk for future use, and providing relief from certain conditions such as mastitis. 2. How do I choose the right breast pump for my needs? When selecting a breast pump, there are several factors to consider. First, think about your lifestyle and how often you plan to use the pump. If you will be pumping multiple times a day at work or outside of the home, it might be best to invest in an electric double pump, as this will allow you to express both breasts simultaneously. On the other hand, if you only need occasional use of a breast pump, such as when traveling or away from your baby for short periods of time, then a manual model could be adequate. 3. Are there any tips and tricks to help me get started with pumping? Yes, there are several tips and tricks that can help make pumping easier. Firstly, it is important to be consistent with your pumping schedule. Try to pump at the same times each day and stick to the same routine as much as possible. This will help you get into a rhythm of pumping regularly and efficiently. Another helpful tip for pumping is to set up a comfortable environment for yourself before starting. Make sure you have all the supplies needed close by. Use a supportive breastfeeding pillow or chair if desired, and take some time to relax before beginning. Finally, focus on the positive when you're pumping. Think about how great it is that you are providing your baby with nutrient-rich breast milk and creating an extra supply for when you're away from your baby. It's also important to remember that it takes time and practice to get the hang of pumping. So don't be discouraged if you don't get great results right away. With a little bit of patience and perseverance, you'll soon be an expert at pumping. 4. Does it matter when I use my breast pump? Yes, it does matter when you use your breast pump. It is important to time the pumping sessions with your baby's natural feeding schedule in order to maximize milk production and comfort. When possible, try to pump at the same times that you would normally feed your baby, or at least within a few hours of those times. This will help keep your milk supply consistent and also make it easier for you to establish a regular routine. Additionally, if you're exclusively pumping rather than breastfeeding, then timing the pumping sessions around clock time can be beneficial as well. For example, if you plan on pumping every 3 hours during the day and night, then it may help to set an alarm so that you don't forget and more easily maintain a steady milk supply. 5. How often should I use my breast pump while breastfeeding? When breastfeeding, your body naturally produces milk based on your baby's feeding schedule. However, if you are returning to work or have other scheduling constraints that make it difficult for you to feed your baby directly from the breast on a regular basis, then using a breast pump can help maintain an adequate and consistent milk supply. Depending on the circumstances, most mothers should aim to use their breast pump about 2 to 4 times per day for 15 to 20 minutes each session. When deciding how frequently to pump, moms should take into account how often they will be away from their baby and how long they expect those absences to last. It is important that moms give themselves enough time in between pumping sessions so that their bodies have time to replenish their milk supply and not become overly taxed from the pumping schedule. Additionally, it is important to note that all infants are uniquely different, so moms should consult with a breastfeeding specialist or doctor if they have any concerns about their particular baby's needs. 6. Can I store milk in bottles after pumping? Yes, you can store breast milk in bottles after pumping. However, it's important to remember that different types of containers require different storage times for the express milk. Glass containers, up to 8 days. Plastic containers, up to 5 days. Milk bags, up to 7 days. 7. Is there anything else that can help make breastfeeding easier besides using a breast pump? Yes, other helpful tips to make breastfeeding easier include using a comfortable chair for nursing, creating a warm and quiet atmosphere, limiting distractions, finding support from other breastfeeding moms, and eating a nutritious diet. Additionally, consider taking breaks when needed so you can relax and be refreshed for your next feeding session. By following these tips and investing in the right breast pump for your needs, you can ensure that breastfeeding will be an enjoyable experience for both you and your baby. We hope you have found this video helpful in understanding how to make breastfeeding easier with the right pump. Whether you are a new mom or an experienced one, having the best pumping setup for your needs can help make feeding time more enjoyable and efficient. If you have any questions about choosing the right breast pump, please leave them in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you liked what we had to say today.